perfect time to also toast to traditions and celebrate with family and friends, but we don't always know what wine pairs with what. Holiday foods, activities, so many questions. Lauren King, Senior Manager of Wine Education at Chateau Ste. Michelle, is here to help. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us. I'm so excited to be here with you.
I'm so excited. We're going to get to all the wine that you brought.
Yes.
But first, why do you think it's so important to really choose the best wine for a certain occasion?
Well, I absolutely think that any wine is good at any time. We love that. So definitely, if you're ever concerned about what's going to pair with my food or not, just drink the wine. Just open the bottle.
I like that tip already. Off to a great start.
But we do have a few wines here that we think are going to pair really beautifully with different moments in your holiday experience in the season. So we've got some really fun ideas for you here. And I think it just kind of helps to liven it up, brighten it up, and makes everyone feel good in the moment.
Definitely. This is going to be very helpful for me. So we're going to start with a first scenario. I'm doing my holiday shopping online. I want a little glass of wine. What am I reaching for?
Absolutely. So obviously you're exhausted. You've been doing all of this work for everybody else, and it's time to focus on you. Maybe you're wrapping the presents, but give yourself a little treat to happen at the same time. So that's when we go for our first wine here, and this is the Chateau Ste. Michelle Indian Wells Cabernet Sauvignon.
Ooh.
So it's a little bit more of an indulgent wine. So this is a wine that we, exactly, it's good for you. We want to source this from a little bit warmer climate area within Washington. We all know Washington makes incredible wines, and we have quite the range here. But this one's just a little bit more opulent, a little bit more dark fruited. So just a really beautiful wine that pairs with that moment just for you while you're wrapping presents or shopping.
Well, cheers. And while I'm tasting this, what kind of notes am I expecting on this special wine?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, a little bit richer and darker. So a little bit more like dark plums, blackberries, but a little like vanilla and spice, which is pretty good for your like holiday kind of enjoyment as well, right? All that sugar and spice and
that
nice
is
in here.
really easy to drink. That's fantastic. I like that one a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Now the next scenario, a Hallmark movie. What wine would you choose to cozy up to watch a little romance?
I love it. Well, and have you probably seen there's a lot more wine-related Hallmark movies these days, too. There's a new one out, I think, about champagne or whatnot. But for this, I go with our classic 14 Hands. So this is one of Chateau Ste. Michelle's sister wineries. So Chateau Ste. Michelle located in Woodinville, but also we have all of our wineries in Eastern Washington as well. And that's where 14 Hands is located.
I didn't know about the connection there with 14 Hands.
Yeah, so we have 14 Hands, and of course we'll talk about Liquid Light, but 14 Hands, this is one of our sister wineries that is really focused on the red blend category, which people love. This is our hot to trot red blend, and it's really easygoing and fruit forward. So for me, watching a movie, you don't want to have to be overly analyzing your wine, right? It wants to be easy. Have it with your snack. So I've got you a little snack here.
I know. What does this pair well with? So like a little chocolate, a dark chocolate, salty moment?
Salty and sweet. Yes, you've got your dark chocolate in there, your caramel, your pretzels. So that's kind of that fruitiness in here is going to pair really well with that.
Yeah, it's way fruitier with that one. Very fruit forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's light though.
Yes, it's nice and light, so it's easy. It's a crowd pleaser. Everyone who's sitting up watching the movie will enjoy it. So.
Okay, and we are talking about how we're all indulging.
Yes.
Maybe a little too much. I know I have. So you have something that we're gonna end with. It's Liquid Light. What is this one?
Yes, so this is again one of our sister wineries in Washington State. This is Liquid Light. It is all about creating a little bit more balance in your wine. So it's 95 calories a glass, less than a gram of sugar.
Whoa.
So if you're like, okay, I've had all of my holiday indulgence, you know, you've got your meals that you're having with all your big wines, and you want to go into the new year a little lighter, a little fresher, look for Liquid Light. We also have a bubbles version we have over here as well. So if you're looking to go into the new year's, pop some bubbles as well, and have a little bit lighter of a glass. So it's lighter in calories, but 100% flavor is what we like to say. So it still captures all of the beautiful essence of Sauvignon Blanc, which is what we have here in front of us.
I'm gonna taste, and while I'm doing that, when I think of like winter, I'm not always reaching and thinking about a white wine. So what would you say to people that are me, I guess, and saying exactly that while I try it.
Again, buck the norms, right? We don't care anymore. Let's get into white wine. People are loving white wines these days, and it's crisp and refreshing. So it's that moment that you can, kind of just brighten up and liven up after having kind of some more indulgence. And it's great as like an aperitif as well. So like before the meal to really kind of get the juices flowing and get you excited for your meal, some cheeses or whatnot. This is going to go great and kind of cut through the richness of everything else.
Well, that's fantastic. I love a Sauvignon Blanc, but really crisp, light. That can go with a lot of things, like a fresh winter salad.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Look at those salads, veggies. Yeah, the winter salads, those squashes and whatnot.
All of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, where can everyone find all of these wines too? That's important.
Yes, definitely. So luckily they are pretty easy to find. You're going to find these in most of your local grocery stores, so not too hard to find. Or obviously if you come up to Chateau Ste. Michelle in Woodinville, you'll be able to find some of the Chateau Ste. Michelle wines in our other sister wineries as well up in Woodinville as well.
Okay, and then events. You always have the coolest events happening in Woodinville, especially this time of year. So please tell everyone what to expect.
So many cool things. So you definitely have to come up and join us for some of these.
I'm in.
So this year we have brought back our Sip and Sleigh, which is a really fun experience where you get to get into a sleigh, which is a decorated golf cart, but you get driven around the holiday themed grounds. We love the chateau in the summertime with the concerts and all of that, but in the winter time, we really turn it into a winter wonderland. So you get to drive around all the different displays, get some food and wine pairings at each station, and someone else gets to drive you around, which is really nice.
Do I need reservations for these events? How do I get in touch with you all and sign up for this activity?
Yes, so definitely you'll want to sign up online, definitely for the Sip and Sleigh, and then also for our igloo experience, so we can't forget about that if you want to sit outside but not get drenched on by the rain that we've been having this week.
Yeah, it's been bad.
Go outside in our igloos. We have these cozy little igloos so you can taste wine and food as well and bring your friends. So all of those experiences you'll want to book ahead of time, and that'll be at STE, so Saint, STE like on the label, Michelle.com to book those ahead of time.
What else do you want people to know about Chateau Ste. Michelle? Because for me, this is such a staple in Woodinville. I always have a little girls' wine dinner out, and we always stop there. But what do you want people to know?
I want people to recognize that this is really kind of the foundation of Washington wine, this winery is. And so you need to make that stop there just to see what it's all about, really engage in the history of the Washington wine industry, but then also know that it's fun and lively and we don't take ourselves too seriously. Come out. We have a wonderful chef on property too, so we have tons of food, really good food.
Really?
Yes.
What are some of your favorites? I didn't know this.
Oh my gosh. We have flatbreads, the truffle and Parmesan fries. I mean, you've got to have that. The charcuterie boards that she sets up, they're beautiful. So our chef is fantastic. And she's always thinking about the wine when it comes to it as well. So we have, for instance, a new tasting room, our North Star Winery, that is another one of our wineries that is located in Walla Walla. We just opened up a tasting room within our tasting room called North Star Salon. And we have a food and wine pairing with that as well. So we'll take, everything from your everyday wines to these really nice kind of event wines and make some beautiful food pairings with that. So you'll have to try it out.
Okay, I need to go and try the truffle fries. You had me at hello. Thank you so much for being here. This was so much fun.
Absolutely.
And there's so much to do at Chateau Ste. Michelle this winter, like we just talked about. So to find all the information about everything going on, just visit the website that you see right there on your screen. New Day Northwest is sponsored by Chateau Ste. Michelle.